Hello and welcome to Fintech Today. I'm Matt Hyde, founder of Fintech Awards London, and I'm thrilled to have our next guest in this series. It is the host of Fintech Awards London. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Thank you, Matt. My name is Roberto Napolitano. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Innovate Finance.
Look, first of all, Roberto, thank you so much for hosting us for 3 days. So apart from 80 or so different companies coming in person, filming going on and everything, how has it been for you?
It's incredible. I mean, to host these events here, the judging process for the awards is always a very good experience because we have the chance to meet a lot of founders of innovative startups and fintechs, looking at their, the future growth for their businesses, understanding their challenges. So it's always inspiring to be part of this process.
And we love having it here. It's a fantastic office. We have to talk about IFGS. It was last week.
Yes.
What a success. I mean, energy, excitement, Chancellor of the Exchequer, not enough room in the building for everyone to get into that speech. How was it for you?
Look, Matt, it was a fantastic global summit. I think from my experience, probably the best one we've ever had. 1,500 people in attendance, international delegations, 200 speakers, very high-level speakers, 60% of which were CEOs of fintech. So it's an incredible agenda. Sponsors were amazing this year, thanks to ClearBank, Microsoft, London Stock Exchange, the Department of Business and Trade. I think the feedback so far has been incredible. And we had the opportunity to have the Chancellor delivering her keynote speech at the Global Summit. And that made a difference because, the energy was very positive in the room. People were really receptive and they're very, happy to see the government taking a positive step towards making fintech really, growing even more than it's been.
You mentioned the government. Obviously, Rachel Reeves, Chancellor, was there.
Yes.
Obviously, Innovate Finance, all these fintech founders. Is it important, you think, that we all work together and try and continue to drive things forward? Do you see that as being a key with the government and yourselves?
It's not just important, it's essential. So having a strong ecosystem in the UK is essential to make sure that fintechs can come here, start up their business and scale their business. So collaboration with, investors on one side, industry leaders on the other side, and policymakers is a key to make the UK successful, country in terms of fintech. And as many people, especially my CEO always says, we probably have the strongest ecosystem in the world in terms of fintech. So we're very lucky.
I would totally agree. You mentioned there about the country, ecosystems, collaborative. We're talking about London for these awards, but Innovate Finance is very much a regional representative as well. How do you achieve that regional reach, I would say? What do you do to do that?
Well, very happy that this year we launched Pitch 360 across the UK. We have 7 destinations across the country. So we're going to, we went to Cardiff. We did a Pitch 360 competition in London. We're going to Scotland and other regions in the UK to really showcase the talent and innovation in fintech across the country. Just remember, last year only the UK attracted $3.6 billion in investment in fintech, which is great. Second largest market after the US, and the bigger market than all the 5 European countries, the bigger European countries combined. So we're still leading the charge on fintech. And 1/3 of fintech is actually based outside of London. So we need to remember that London is, of course, the capital of fintech, but the whole UK is a very, very important, place, and the ecosystem is strong outside of London as well.
I would agree. Obviously, living in Wales, it's so important that London is strong, but then the regions as well. And certainly we can all work together. That point about maybe collaboration, because you're talking about the different regions. Do you see that maybe fintech is really good at collaborating with each other instead of maybe competing?
I can see a lot of partnerships rather than competition. So in the past, when fintech was born, you would see fintechs challenging, the largest incumbents, the banks. Now you see a lot of partnerships between fintechs and between banks and fintech. So collaboration is key. And I would say I think fintech is also an important ecosystem, a very exciting ecosystem, because of the founders of fintech companies are usually very open-minded, innovative. I believe 60% of fintech founders are outside of the UK, so it's very international, diverse teams and talent. So collaboration is essential. As I said before, it's not just important, it's essential for the success of fintech.
Well, look, thank you from behalf of Fintech Awards London for hosting us for 3 days. Pleasure. We look very much forward to June the 18th, the party, the celebration, which is always good fun. And thank you for what Innovate Finance is doing. You know, it's so important that what you're doing continues, so that we all sort of support each other, but also we all grow with it as well.
Thank you so much, Matt. Looking forward to the event in June.